Hello. Testing, testing. We'll see if our audio is fixed this time. Test, test, test. All right, final test, then you'll be back with Jeff's story.
Hello and welcome back, Knights fans. Appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, we want to thank all of you for watching on the St. Michael Ellerville Global Hockey Network. I'm Jeff Story, voice of the Knights. And our executive producer is Dylan Kiner. On the camera tonight, we have Lizzie Story. No relation. Actually, that's a lie. She's my daughter. We also want to make sure we thank our statisticians down from us. See if we can get the information from them in the first period. It is our student managers for the Knights. That first period of play belonged, just the best way to say it is it belonged to the Spuds of Moorhead. They played as a team and they owned that first period of play. They are up 6-0 over the Knights. I appreciate I wish these guides that we get would come with phonically set up last names. So I was able to get that from one of the moms from Moorhead, and I do appreciate that. We appreciate that so we can do our best to honor the teams that we play. So the Knights back out on the ice and see if they can improve upon that first period here. In the end, we're showing there's 14 shots on goal for the Spuds, resulting in 6 goals, 2 shots on goal for the Knights, and 0 goals for the Knights at this moment. Moorhead had to make a long drive down here today through that snowstorm. So they made it safe, which is good, and we wish them all a safe return too. Get ready to play our second period of hockey. Let's play some hockey and puck drops. Moorhead has it in their own defensive zone. Vertically up they come into the Knights' defensive zone, near side along the boards. Both teams going after it there. Knights able to get it. Waller into the offensive zone. Far side Waller takes a shot and ricochets off. Puck sits over there. Vokanot hustling over. Spuds get it. They take it away. Into neutral ice they come. Into the Knights' defensive zone. They got a 3-on-1. Pass over to the backside. Shot knocked away. We have a goal. It looks like Lucas Ingebretson is in goal for the Knights. He knocked that away, did Lucas. And down. And we're going to have an icing. So we'll bring it back. So we have a change of goalies for the Knights. And junior Lucas Ingebretson is in for the Knights. I think I used to be able to do that back in high school. He just got down in the splits. If I did that now, I'm sure I would end up in the hospital. Puck drops. Antoine takes the faceoff for the Knights. Kept in at the blue line by the Spuds. They send it forward. Taken back by Clark. Clark, far side boards. Hunter Hansen had a stick on it there. It's turned quickly sent back down towards the net by the Spuds. A lot of slipping and sliding by both teams here. Ice seems still a little wet out there. Hansen fighting for it as it comes down. Neutral ice sits that puck. Back and forth it goes. Oh boy, that literally back and forth it goes. Into the Knights' offensive zone, but right to a Spuds player who throws it forward. Tower had it, lost it, and Spuds have a 2-on-1, but Esterberg is hustling back. Spuds keep it far side corner. Knights defensive zone taken away by Clark. Clark sends it behind the net, near side boards. And the Spuds come out with it there. Towards the center they come, turn, shoot. Goes off the back wall, does ricochet there. Centered in. Spuds have it. Taken away by Esterberg for the Knights. Esterberg making his way into the offensive zone. Got caught up with another player there. Was able to center, put it right on goal. It was knocked away there. Nice job of taking that shot, and nice job by Charlie Stenjum. One of the names that I got help with there during periods. Hogan took it off of his back and cleared out by the Spuds into the Knights' defensive zone, near side boards. Both teams going after it. Back and forth. Hernandez had a stick on it, had it, lost it. Spuds get it back towards the net. They come, take it away by the Knights. Hogan with it now, sends it forward for Anderson, has it dispossessed. And then the Spuds coming back in. Knocked away by Hogan. Down he goes. Puck sitting along the near side blue line. Knights defensive zone sent down near side corner. Fauché jumps in there, wrestles it away, sends it forward. Anderson sends it to Hernandez. Hernandez dumps it into the offensive zone. And Stenjum steps out, knocks it away. Far side corner. Both teams fighting for it. Kicked forward by the Spuds, kept in by Hogan. He kind of backhands it towards the net. It's grabbed quickly by the Spuds. They dump it into the Knights defensive zone, far side corner. McClellan grabs it there and sends it behind the net, near side board. Spuds grab it right back. Back up to the blue line, pass across the ice. Knights defensive zone, Spuds with it. Back up to the blue line, to point. Marching forward, over to the near side. Towards the net, coming. Pass over to the backside. Back up to the blue line, and it gets past that Spud. Spuds get it back into the Knights defensive zone. Turn, spin, shoot. It goes off of McClellan's stick, up and over. Comes back over the goal and covered by Lucas Engebretsen. We'll drop it in the Knights. Defensive zone, near side dot to the right. As Engebretsen looks out from the goal to his right. Antoine takes the face-off, back up to the blue line. Spuds with it, marching it across, pass across, far side, back to point. Pass back to the near side, shot, knocked away by Engebretsen. Spuds with it, far side corner. Marching back up towards the blue line, turn and sent back down. It goes off of Hunter Hansen. Behind the net, it's sent. Tower getting there. Tower vertically up and through neutral ice. Off the wall, he sends it. Back it comes to Tower. Into the offensive zone he comes. Loses a handle on it, and Hansen sends it back in for the Knights. Puck sitting behind the net. Spuds grabbing it off the near side wall into neutral ice. Jumped by Clark there for the Knights. Passes it across to Hogan. Gets away from Hogan, back into neutral ice. No high stick there. Both players kind of had a stick up there way in the air. Into the offensive zone they come. Estberg forward to Hogan. Hogan got caught up with a few different Spuds players. Into neutral ice it comes, gets behind Anderson. Spuds grab it back. Pass to the center. Pass back over to far side, shot, and wait for the call. If they call goal, or looked like the goal came off.
No goal.
And they waved the goal off there. It was definitely scored by number 4, but they waved it off. Brandon Mickelson for the Spuds, but that was called off. Knights getting a break there. Puck drops. Hogan takes the face off. McClellan sends it behind the net. Round the boards. Gets past, touched. One of the Spuds players makes it down the ice. No icing. Hernandez keeping the chase on there. Anderson jumping out, fighting for the puck. It's centered over, but nobody there. Spuds grab it into neutral ice. They come. Pass over near side towards the net. They came and it was dispossessed. Puck just sitting out there. Makes it towards the blue line into neutral ice. I think that was Max Cullen that brought it in there for the Spuds. Back and forth that puck goes. Still sitting in neutral ice. Pass across off the far side boards. Grabbed there. Spuds send it forward into the Knights defensive zone. Far side centered in to McCullen. Takes the shot. Goes off near side boards. Spuds keep it in. Makes it over to the far side boards. Jack Johnson sends it forward. It gets caught up in the wash, so to speak. Puck makes it down near side corner. Back up to the blue line. Knights defensive zone. Pass across. Back to point. Sent down to the near side. Shot and saved by Lucas Engebretsen. Ingy. So 10:19 left. Period 2. 18 shots on goal for the Spuds, 3 shots on goal for the Knights. Spuds are up 6-0. Easton Monahan stepping in to take the face-off. Spuds get that face-off. Back at the blue line, near side, towards the center. Shot high, ricochets off to the far side wall. Down to the corner it comes. Behind the net. Back pass. Centered. Went off of a Knights player. Both teams going after it there. Fauché able to move it forward to Vokenot. Vokenot backhands it forward. Right to a Spuds player. He sends it forward. It goes right to Fauché. Fauché gets it to Monahan. Monahan to Vokenot. Just a little bit in front of him. Fauché protecting the blue line, keeping it in, but it gets past him. Spuds bring it out to neutral ice. Into the Knights defensive zone they come. They send it around the boards. Takes a weird bounce off the glass. Makes it out to neutral ice. The Spuds control it. Pass over near side. Neutral ice into the Knights defensive zone off the far side wall. Fauché there to take it. Sends it behind his net. To the near side boards. Puck sitting out there. Grabbed by Monahan. Monahan sends it forward for Waller. Waller touched it. Gets behind the defense. Goalie steps out, sends it behind his own net. That one's intercepted by Monahan, who gets it back to Waller. Back to Monahan it comes. And dispossessed and taken away. Spuds with it into the offensive zone. Knights defensive zone. Towards the net he comes. Shot. Ingebretson stands tall, knocks it away. Tower with it. Tower into neutral ice. Tower got hung up for a moment, and puck gets sent back. Clark there sends it forward, down, and icing. 8:44 left, period 2. Spuds 6, Knights 0. Knights are bringing a lot more energy in the second period, which is nice to see. Sometimes when you get a change of goalies, for whatever reason, you just kind of get a little energy no matter what it is. So behind his own net and forward, it's sent into the Knights defensive zone. Pass to the backside. They're trying to catch the back door there and knocked away by Johnson, but the Spuds control it. Back up to the blue line. Pass across far side. Sent in, redirect. Goes wide. Spuds grab it back. Behind the net, centered up, shot and goal. Number 7, Zach Zimmerman. It was a very nice pass. Behind the net, I got to see who follows him to give the proper credit. Looks like it's 19. Is it 19? Yep, Kraft. So Kraft to Zimmerman, nice pass, and just put the shot where the goalie wasn't. That's what you teach every skater out there. And they were able to successfully complete that. 7-0 Spuds, 8:14, period 2. Puck drops. Hogan with it into the offensive zone, hands it off to Anderson, takes the shot and save by Stenjum. So drop the puck in the Knights offensive zone. Referee having a talk with, looks like Hogan, one of the Knights skaters, who's going to step in to take the face-off here. Hernandez to his right, Anderson to his left. Off the face-off shot by McClellan. Far side boards into neutral ice it comes. McClellan able to stop it there, and as he sent it forward, it goes off of a Spuds player. I believe that was Haasbargen. And into the Knights bench. So we'll drop it in neutral ice, just outside the Knights offensive zone, far side dot. Puck drops. Knights grab it, but we have a stoppage of play, and Hogan lost his helmet. So looks like we'll drop it again. Referee in there talking to Hogan one more time. And it looks like Monahan's coming onto the ice. We're gonna have a change of skaters here for the Knights. Monahan, Vokenot, and Waller on to the ice. Puck drops. McClellan gets it forward to Waller. Waller had it, lost it, and Spuds with it into the Knights defensive zone behind the net. Out to the blue line, kept in there, pass across, far side, shot. Knocked away by Ingebretson. Spuds keep it in, pass to the far side again. Knights defensive zone. Behind the net. Take it behind the net again. Far side, off the boards, back to the blue line, pass down the boards. Towards the net they come, shot knocked away. Ricocheted off of a few people there. And cleared out to neutral ice is that puck. Turn, spin, Spuds very quickly. Bringing it back in to the Knights defense zone. Near side. And back out to neutral ice. Spuds grab it really quickly there and send it forward. Near side, down to the corner. Behind the net. Along the far side board, sent forward there. Ricochets off the back wall, centered up. And the Knights able to grab it there, but the Spuds jump right in. And that one, Moorhead tried sending it forward, and it looked like it might have gone off of a player, but it went into the Spuds bench. So 6:27 left, period 2. We'll drop the puck in the Knights defensive zone, far side dot. From the goalie's vantage point to his left. Puck drops. Behind the net, Knights send it. Near side boards. Esterberg with it. Sends a long pass up. And we'll have an icing. Looked like he was thinking that Ludeman was going to go one direction. Ludeman went the other direction. He had already sent the puck. So we will have an icing call. Drop it again at the 6:19 mark. Same spot, near side. Antoine stepping in to take that face-off. Puck drops. Sent right towards Ingebretson. And Ingy with the save. 6:15 left, period 2. So we'll go right back to that same spot and drop it again. Puck drops. Johnson with it, lost his skate. Pass in the center. Knocked away. Cleared out by Esterberg. Stopped by the Spuds. Back in they come. Knights defensive zone, near side. Have it in the corner. Back up to point, shot. Makes it to the far side boards. Sent off the back wall, ricochets, makes it to the near side boards, Knights defensive zone. Held up along in the corner. Puck comes out. Johnson gets it behind his own net, tries to send it, and it's kept in. Now it makes it to neutral ice. Pass back up into the Knights defensive zone. Near side towards the net, shot and goal by number 21 for the Spuds, Seamus Campbell. Got it, marched it towards the net, took a nice shot and scored. 5:25 left, period 2. 25 shots on goal for the Spuds, 4 shots on goal for the Knights. Puck drops. Spuds have it. Taken away by the Knights. Into neutral ice, into the Knights offensive zone. Shot there by Anderson, knocked away. Into the Knights defensive zone. Spuds bring it, shot and goal. Number 19, I believe that was. Kraft, Mason Kraft. And it was. So Mason Kraft brings it forward, takes the shot and scores. That puts the Spuds up 9-0. 4:58 left, period 2. So we'll regroup and drop the puck center ice. Monahan taking the faceoff for the Knights. Puck drops. Neutral ice it is into the Knights defensive zone. It goes right to Fauché and picked off there and shot and goal. It was sent over to Johnson. Johnson was trying to send it back to Fauché and it was picked off. I got to see the number by number 23 of the Spuds. I believe it was 23, yep. Tyden Bergeson. And he took it right towards the net and scored. That makes it 10-0 here. Period 2. 4:48 left in the period. Puck drops. It's in the Knights' offensive zone. Spuds have it through neutral ice. They send it. Stopped by Clark there in the defensive zone. Clark sending it forward for Monahan. It's a little too far in front of him. Spuds grab it there. Behind their net they come. Up the near side boards. Redirected. Neutral ice. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Behind the net. Pass from the center. Shot and goal. Pass from number 11, Max Cullen, to number 20, Evan Warner. There's no R there. Warner.
Number 11 scores goal number 11.
Yeah, that's how ironic. Well, no, actually, I think Evan Warner scored that goal. There's a pass, though, from number 11, Max Cullen. And the Spuds have 11 goals so far here. 4:17 left in period 2. Puck makes it down in the Knights' defensive zone. Far side corner. Goes off of a few different players. Behind the net it is. Cullen has it, sends it over. Pass back up to point. Far side boards. Back up to the blue line. Sent from there, knocked away by Ingebrigtsen. Cullen gets it for the Spuds, centered up. Comes back to Cullen, knocked away by Tower. Tower into neutral ice for the Knights. Across the center line, dumps it into the Knights' offensive zone. Behind the net it goes. Kept in by Antoine. Antoine sends it across. It's picked off. He was trying to hit Ludeman. And up the ice, Cullen brings it into the Knights' defensive zone, takes the shot, hits the glass behind. Near side corner towards the net. Knocked away by Anderson. He sends it forward. It goes off of Esterberg. Esterberg with that puck still. Neutral ice lost the handle on it as he sent it forward, and it kind of just made its way forward to a Spuds player. They pass across and down the ice. They send it, and we'll have an icing call. 2:58 left period 2. Spuds 11, Knights 0. Well, we have the Love Shack playing above here. I don't think there's much of a love fest between these teams, but so we'll have a change of skaters taking the face-off. Puck drops. Hogan had it. Anderson with it. Tried taking a shot. Comes out to Fauché in neutral ice. Knights will have to reset. They send it forward. It goes off of a player into the Knights bench. Fauché took a hit there. He's a big boy. He can take it. 2:50 left, period 2. Yeah, that's right. The song has it right. It's tricky. Let's play it on the speaker system here. Puck drops. Hogan takes the face-off. Hernandez jumps in there. Makes its way down into the Knights' offensive zone. Spuds have it behind their own net. Bring it over to the near side. Spuds with it vertically up through neutral ice. Diagonal pass forward. Centered up and knocked away by Hogan. Has it taken away, but Johnson gets it. He sends it to Hernandez. Bounces off of a skate, and a Spuds player grabs it right back there. And I believe that's Kavami. Oh boy, we got a whole lot of stuff going on down in the corner there. Oh boy, helmet's coming off. Oh boy. Oh, and one of the Spuds players turned and hit Hogan, who doesn't even have a helmet on. That will definitely be he'll be not be playing anymore. You can't hit a player who doesn't have a helmet on. And Why Can't We Be Friends is playing on the intercom system. Rather appropriate. A little chirping back and forth between players, but one of the players for the Spuds, frankly, took it too far. I don't know what happened to go to that point, but you don't take a shot at a guy who doesn't have a helmet on. So we'll see. Funny point is both those guys have the same first name. Both named Aiden. So the referees are talking. We'll see what happens here as they come over to the side. There was a whole lot of Christmas unpleasantries being expressed there. So we'll see what the call is here. And so looks like we've got Kavami going into the penalty box for the Spuds. He was one of the players down there. I don't know if it's called on him or if he's just serving. I guess we'll see when they sort this out. And Hogan going into the penalty box for the Knights, along with Fauché. So Knights have two players going into the penalty box. I'm not sure how number 6 for Moorhead gets away with not going in there. He hit a guy with without a helmet on, punched him. So, yep, he gets to join too. Got a party going in both penalty boxes here, but it looks like it's going to be limited to 2 for each team. Still talking to the coaches, at least the. So we'll see what happens here as we sort this out. Maybe we can play some hockey. The whistle blows, and now we get to finally play some hockey. I guess I'm wrong. I guess you can hit a guy without a helmet on and not get thrown out. We'll see what goes on here. Well, we still got a discussion going on here. So we'll drop the puck in the Knights offensive zone, far side dot. And now one of the referees coming over, talking to the Moorhead coach again.
Knights power play, I believe.
So we have 4 skaters on the ice for Moorhead, 5 skaters on the ice.
A third one just went to the box.
Oh, a third skater just went in the box for Moorhead. Not much room left in there. So the Knights have 2 skaters in the box. Moorhead 3. So the puck drops. It's in the Knights defensive zone. Esterberg bringing it up the ice into neutral ice. Into the Knights offensive zone. Taken away by Moorhead, and they send it down the ice. Ingebretson stops it behind his own net, sends it over to the far side. Johnson back passes it to Clark. Behind the net it is. Hand off to Johnson. Pass forward, far side into neutral ice. And Stenjum steps out and stops it. Sends it around. Moorhead with it into the Knights defensive zone, short-handed. Shot, and it goes off of Ingebretson. Into neutral ice. Sent forward. Taken away by Moorhead. One goes off, ricochets off of Johnson. Esterberg with it into the offensive zone. Down the ice it's sent. So we got Hogan on a penalty. And Fauché. Pass across the near side into the Knights' offensive zone. Didn't quite understand any of the stuff that was said over the intercom. But we know we got a whole bunch of guys sitting in the penalty box. Cullen bringing it towards the net, shorthanded, knocked away by Johnson for the Knights. Kept in shorthanded by Moorhead, far side corner, back up to the blue line. Sent down around the boards. Near side wall. Johnson with behind his net, passes it over. McClellan sends it up, hands it off to Volkanot, takes the shot and knocked away by Stenjum. So the end of 2 periods of play, we have the Spuds up 11-0 over the Knights. 29 shots on goal for the Spuds, 6 shots on goal for the Knights. And apparently we're just going to have both teams just sit here and look at each other. There we go. Now they're making their way towards the respective benches, and let's see if they can just both get off the ice here. Referees are talking to one of the Spuds players inside. So we have the Knights still have a couple players just standing on there. The ref's talking to, I'm not sure who they're talking to there. We're talking to number 13, I guess. All right, so good. We got all the players off the ice. Let's get a reset and come out and play a third period of play. I'd like to thank you all for watching Knights hockey on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Main sponsor tonight is Hat Trick Hockey. Our other sponsors include Bell Bank Mortgage, Mikkel Knotek, Luther Brookdale Chevrolet, Marksman Metal. Excuse me, our main sponsor tonight is Marksman's Metals. Correct myself. We appreciate them. We also appreciate all of our sponsors. So Bell Bank Mortgage, Mikkel Knotek, Hat Trick Hockey, Luther Brookdale Chevrolet. Our main sponsor of tonight's broadcast, Marksman's Metals. My favorite ice cream place, What's the Scoop? Other sponsors include Accord Orthodontics, Albertville Family Dental, Dale's Automotive, Dunn Brothers Coffee, Edward Jones Investments, Rally Gear, Red Black League, State Farm Insurance, Derek Brandt, He Loves This Town, TLJ, Willie McCoy's, Coburn's, Grocery Stores, Ace of Albertville, BJ's, Jay Becker, Lazar Graphics, Jimmy John's, B&D Plumbing, Emma's Express, iWest, KJ Branding, Outdoor Design Group, and Rockwoods of Otsego. We thank you all for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes, about 10:30 to be exact, to bring you the third period of play. Our camera operator is Lizzie Story. Dylan Kiner is our executive producer. I'm Jeff Story, voice of the Knights. Appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back in a few minutes to bring you the third period. You're watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network, brought to you on YouTube. So we'll be back in just a moment here. Send it to break. Thank you, Dylan. All right, welcome back. Starting the third period of play. We're going to let you know right now, for anybody playing or watching on from either team, any negative comments will be taken down. Any comments that are demeaning towards either school, players, anything, will be deleted immediately. So in regards to fighting, the person who put that comment about that earlier was actually wrong. We went back and watched the replay, but we're not going to tolerate any of that. Be classy and watch the broadcast. Appreciate all of you. If you're not, delete your comments, report you, go from there. All right, so we're back to start period 3, and the Spuds have thoroughly dominated the first 2 periods, up 11-0. Puck drops. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Johnson behind the net. Pass over to Monahan. Waller into the offensive zone. Tried centering in, broken up by the Spuds. Near side boards. Spuds grab it. Into neutral ice. The offensive zone for the Spuds, defensive zone for the Knights, far side. Back and forth it goes. Monahan grabs it and he rainbows it down. It's stopped by the Spuds in neutral ice. Comes back to the Knights. Passed over near side. Johnson with it. Centers it over, nobody there. Taken by the Spuds, long pass up. Knights defensive zone, pass across far side, trying to catch the back door. Got just past him. Down to the corner it goes. Both teams trying to get that puck back up to the blue line. Shot from there, redirected, goes high. Near side boards. Shot on, knocked away. From the blue line, pass down the boards. Towards the net, shot, knocked away by Ingebrigtsen. Johnson sends it over to the corner. Spuds have it. Near side wall. Into neutral ice. Swing and a miss. Both teams back and forth with it. Into the Knights' offensive zone, but the Spuds have it. They clear it out. Into the Knights' defensive zone they come from the point. Taken away. Pass forward. Esterberg with it. It loses it. Spuds grab it. Back into the Knights' defensive zone. Near side boards. Back pass. Into neutral ice. Sent on and save. I think we have a new goalie, actually. We do. Nolan Cook in goal for the Spuds. Number 30. So Nolan with that save, 14:27 and counting. We have a running clock here. Period 3. Drop the puck. Knights offensive zone. Hunter Hansen stepping in for the Knights to take that face off. Puck drops. Spuds send it into neutral ice. Picked off by McClellan. McClellan gets it forward to Hansen. Hansen back passes it, picked off by the Spuds, taken back by Esterberg. Spuds take it back. Through neutral ice into the Knights' defensive zone towards the net. Centered across, gets past everybody from the blue line. Spuds with it, send it. Saved by Ingebrigtsen. 13:43 and counting. Drop the puck in the Knights' defensive zone. Hogan will take the face-off for the Knights. And Campbell for the Spuds. Puck drops. Makes it behind the Knights' net. Fauché there, sends it over the near side boards. Anderson bringing it up, kept in by the Spuds. Sent to the far side. It's along the boards there, and it makes it out to neutral ice. Hernandez bringing into the offensive zone. Far side corner. Passes it over to Hogan. Puck makes it behind the net. And Hogan taken down by 2 players. And we'll see what the call is here. Looks like it's going to be on Hogan. Must have pulled him down because he literally got landed on by 2. So if he's going into the box, he must have yanked him down on top of him. Let's drop the puck in the Knights' defensive zone. Far side dot. And it looks like Hernandez for the Knights and Cullen for the Spuds. Puck drops. And sent down the ice by Tower. Cook steps out. Hands it off, and up the ice come the Spuds into neutral ice into the Knights' defensive zone, far side. Behind the net. Back up to the blue line near side, pass across. Move to point. Shot from there. It goes off of Hernandez. Sent back around the net. Far side boards. Kept in at the blue line by the Spuds. Pass down the boards. Back up to point. To the near side. Down the boards. Right in front of the net. It's sent. Cullen had it. Tried taking the shot. Ingebrigtsen knocked it away. Comes over the near side boards, does that puck, kept in again. Passed over far side, shot from there. Goes off of a few players and up into the netting. Cullen made a quick move there in front of the net there. So 11:09 and counting down. 47, 46, 45 on the penalty for the Knights. Running clock here, period 3. Puck drops. Back out to the blue line. Spuds with it. At point. Sent back over to far side. Marching towards the net. Pass to the near side. Shot and save. Shot there by number 5, Brady Steffen. For the Spuds. Saved by Lucas Ingebrigtsen. Drop the puck here. Near side dot. Knights defensive zone. Puck drops. Blue line, pass across, far side, down the boards. Towards the net, shot hits the side of the net. Johnson comes out with it, sends it off. It goes out to neutral ice. And we have a whistle. We'll see Aiden Hogan just got out of the box, and it looks like he's going right back in. So 9:56 and counting. 36 shots on goal for the Spuds. 6 shots on goal for the Knights. Drop the puck in the Knights' defensive zone. Far side dot. Puck drops. Spuds on the power play again. Far side boards. Back up to the blue line. Pass across. Back to point. Down the far near side boards. Behind the net. Spuds have it. To the far side boards. Back up to point. Near side. Back to point. Pass to the far side. Nice pass down to the near side. Shot knocked away by Ingebrigtsen. Kept in by the Spuds. Marching towards point. Pass over the near side boards. Towards the net. Back pass to the center. Towards the net. Nice pass to the backside and goal. Nice pass. Nice shot there. It was number 4. I think it was Braden Mickelson. We'll see there. They actually waved it off. Apparently, I'm being told that the goal was off. So they waved it off. But it was a very nice pass and a nice shot there by the Spuds. I believe that was number 4. Braden Mickelson, who made that. And I believe the pass came from number 7, Zach Zimmerman. Puck drops. It's sent down the ice. 36 seconds and counting on that penalty for the Knights. Just over 8 minutes to play. Spuds pass it up through neutral ice into the Knights' defensive zone. Far side. Anderson had it. Spuds get it back. Blue line, near side, sent across. Right at the blue line. Back to point. Down near side. Back up to the blue line. Over to the near side, marching towards the net. Shot and save by Ingebrigtsen. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. Have to wait for that puck to drop. Both teams. Change of some skaters here. Looks like Waller going to take the faceoff for the Knights. And Georgia Arnold for the Spuds. Shot on there by number 22, Gilbertson, the Spuds. Monahan with it in his own defensive zone. Sends it up. Johnson redirects it. Goes down. Grant lets it go through behind the net. Monahan grabs it. Shot knocked away by Cook. Into neutral ice come the Spuds. It's knocked away by Fauché. Waller trying to get it. Waller had it. Passes over to Vokanot. Takes it behind the Spuds net. Back up to the blue line. Johnson from there. Swing and kind of lost the handle on it. Spuds get it. They have it in neutral ice. They bring it into the Knights' defensive zone. Quickly around. Shot and knocked away. That shot by 22? Gilbertson for the Spuds. Up to neutral ice it comes. Dumped in by Monahan into the offensive zone. Spuds grab it. Vertical pass up. Neutral ice. Into the Knights' defensive zone. And we have a whistle for an offsides. Just under 6 minutes to play here and running. Drop the puck in neutral ice just outside the Knights' defensive zone. That far side dot over there. Puck drops. Spuds have it. Pass across into the Knights' defensive zone, near side. Centered in, shot and saved by Ingebrigtsen. Shot on there. Don't see him on the roster here for the Spuds. I think it said 21 for sure it does. Grab the other program here. Sorry, he's not on. Oh, there he is. Seamus Campbell. Apologize for that. Sent behind the net. Far side boards. Out to neutral ice. Makes that puck. Dumped back in by the Spuds. Comes right to Clark. Clark pass up to Ingebrigtsen. Redirects it over to Antoine. Back to Ingebrigtsen. Comes in. Makes it over to Antoine. Tries to pass it in. And Cook knocks it away there. Spuds have it behind their net. They send it off the near side boards. Into neutral ice it comes. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Shot and off of the metal. You can hear it here by Seamus Campbell. Took the shot. It hit the newly painted parts of the goal there and ricocheted up into the netting. So drop that puck in the Knights' defensive zone. Near side dot. Hernandez taking the face-off against Hasbargen. Shot there, knocked away. And Hunter Hansen with it. He rainbows it up for Anderson. It gets past him. Spuds grab it. Into neutral ice. They send it into the Knights. Oh, sitting in neutral ice. Taken away by Anderson. It gets over to Hansen. Hansen into the offensive zone. Hansen goes to take the shot. Ricochets off somebody. Grabbed there by Anderson in front of the net. Goes to take the shot. Knocked away by Cook. Makes it up to neutral ice. Spuds grab it. Here comes Cullen into the Knights' defensive zone. And it's grabbed away by McClelland. Sends it behind his own net to Tower. Tower up to Anderson. Gets past him. Spuds grab it right there. And Hansen was able to get a stick on it and knock it forward. Puck sitting in neutral ice still. Back and forth like a hot potato there. Tower bringing it into the offensive zone. While the Knights do a line change. He had a 1-on-5 there. 6 if you count the goalie. Nice. Get this change of skaters. Waller takes it away. Gets it to Johnson off the near side boards. In neutral ice and rainbowed in by the Spuds. Makes it down behind the net. That was Hutori. Rainbow that down in. Far side boards. Vokanot with it. Sends it into neutral ice. Picked up by the Spuds. Passed across. Forward they come into neutral ice. Into the offensive zone. Into the Knights' defensive zone. Their offensive zone. Near side boards. Back out to neutral ice and makes it. Retreating back. Passing back and forth. Forward they come in through neutral ice. Pass over into the Knights' defensive zone. Puck taken away. Puck sitting there. Waller had to wait there for Vokanot to make it back out. Dumped in, change of skaters. Cook steps back, stops it, hands it off. Spuds come forward. Taken away by Esterberg into the offensive zone. He comes, he takes the shot. It's knocked away by default. And off of Aiden's stick it goes and up into the netting. Just under 2 minutes to play on the running clock. 40 shots on goal so far for the Spuds. 9 shots on goal for the Knights. Antoine takes the face off. Puck drops. Near side boards. Knights offensive zone. Spuds grab it. They send it back behind their own net. Off the far side boards up into neutral ice. Henry Braun grabs it there and dumps it back in. Near side corner up the near side boards. Kept in by Esterberg. Esterberg gives it back. Puck still sitting out there. And that was Brady Ludeman, actually, who took that shot from Esterberg, got it to him. Esterberg then, after Cook knocked it away, took another one, and Cook made the save. Stoppage of play, under 1 minute here. This third period of play, we'll drop the puck in the Knights' offensive zone. Hernandez will take the face off. Puck drops. Spuds get it through neutral ice into the Knights' defensive zone. Take the shot, it ricochets off. Second shot there. Puck just sitting out there in front. Spuds get it back. Sent forward towards the net. And Clark gets it and sends it down the ice. We'll have an icing call with 25 seconds. Drop the puck in the Knights' defensive zone. Ref just kind of holding the puck there. 9 seconds. They're not going to drop this puck. He puts it in his pocket. So that will be the end of tonight's game. 43 shots on goal for the Moorhead Spuds. 10 shots on goal for the Knights of St. Michael Albertville. The Spuds are victorious here. 11-0. The Spuds are, I would call them the front runner of the just someone was interrupting me there, but the Spuds are an excellent team. They moved to 7-1. And the Knights will go to 4-2. We appreciate each and every one of you for watching on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network. We appreciate all the Moorhead fans that were able to attend. We wish them safe travels back to their home. And we wish Moorhead the best of luck going forward. For your Knights, we'll regroup and come back out and play the next one. Today's game, our main sponsor of today's game was Marksman Metals. We appreciate them. We ask you to give all of our sponsors your patronage, if you would. We appreciate everything they do to support Knights hockey. Thanks for watching. For Lizzie Story on the camera, for Dylan Kiner, our executive producer, for our statisticians who were our student managers, who include Delaney Barthel, Cece Lewis, Olivia Sutliff, and Anna Vokanot. I'm Jeff Story, voice of the Knights. Appreciate all of you. We'll catch you next time. You're watching exclusive coverage of Knights hockey on the St. Michael Albertville Global Hockey Network on YouTube.